Hi everyone, today's video is going to be tips on how to be successful at second-hand shopping. So I'm just going to kind of give you places I recommend and sort of tips along the way. Okay, so I would say the place I get most of my second-hand stuff is charity shops, and the reason being is just because they're always open, they're always there, simple as. Yeah, so we all know within our borough, we all know the areas where that area is pretty good, that area is not so good, and we all know that. So if we know that there's an area within our borough that has a high street and it's quite a nice area, I will go there over my own area, just because, yeah, I don't live in an area where I'd say it's really nice. So yeah, and normally venturing out of my borough is even better. We all know that boroughs are quite close anyway. I mean, I can get to 2 different boroughs within about 20 minutes of driving. So I will normally go to the next borough where I know that there's a cluster of charity shops, because there's a high street. So we all know there's a high street in another borough and we know it's quite a nice area and there's a cluster of them. Go there, and then you'll be, I'd say, when you go somewhere, then you go to each different shop, you're going to be more successful than just popping into one. Most of the time I'll go with my mum just kind of on a whim, like, oh, should we go? And I do come out quite successful. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I don't. But when I go to a few, I normally, so if I go to, like, if I know I'm going to go to an area there's like 7, I could be really unsuccessful in 5 of them, but really successful in 2 of them. So yeah, I just kind of like my odds a little bit. So yeah, I would recommend checking out charity shops, venturing out into the areas that you know are better, or even the boroughs that you know are better. And that's what I normally do. I've got probably 2 or 3 boroughs, 2 or 3 boroughs I would say that I like, that I go to because I really like. So things that I buy would be clothes. Kids' clothes is like number 1, toys and books, and then you can get a lot of bath stuff. People get stuff for Christmas. They'll get like bath sets, I picked up Soap and Glory before, Baileys and Harding. People just, they get them and think it's not really my sort of thing, I won't use it, and they'll just donate it into a charity shop. So you can pick up like brand new items, still sealed up, in gift sets, from all the brands that you love, you know, all different ones, and you can find them in the charity shop. You just really got to have a dig. You've really got to be prepared to go in and look around. You know, it's not, sometimes you're going to charity shops and it's a bit like everywhere, and you just have to really have to search. So yeah, be prepared to get in there, get stuck in, have a good route around, and just keep your options open. I buy a lot of household stuff as well, so like pictures and things like that. Anything I can think around the home, I'll normally get. I've got the boys' shelves in their room. I've got those. I've got 6 of them for their room, for their books, and I think they were like from IKEA, like spice racks or something like that. Yeah, so I got them for the boys' room for their books, and I picked them up in the charity shop. They were £2 each. What else would I recommend? Yeah, so the next place I would recommend is nearly new sales. Now there's 2 I know of and 2 both of them I recommend. The first one is an NCT. Just go on their website, just type in NCT nearly new sale, and it will bring you up this page. It's like a green and white page. You just plug in your postcode and it will tell you all the dates of the nearly new sales. They're quite infrequent, so yeah, but they are really good. But the NCT, if you're a member, you get early access and you can sell with them. If you're not a member, then you can't sell with them, and you get like a later access. So I'm not a member, so I will just go in with everybody else. I have to wait for the members to go in. Once all the members have gone in, then all of us can go in. And so you go in and you just get given a bag, and you can just pick up anything you want. There's all sorts of stuff. Baby stuff, clothing, toys, all sorts of bits and bobs. I picked up a balance bike, I picked up Amara's jumperoo from there, clothes, I picked up some of Amara's nappy liners, all sorts get sold there. You know, there's like wraps and all different things that you can pick up from the NCT. I really recommend that one. Yeah, you pick it all up and then you go to the exit and then you just pay for it at the exit. So yeah, I really recommend NCT, they're really good. Another nearly new sale company I recommend is Cheeky Monkeys, and it's spelled C-H-E-E-K-I, and then monkeys. That one's really good. Don't have to be a member to sell. You can just book a stall and you can go and sell. You can just turn up and be a buyer. you have to pay entrance, and you have to pay entrance with NCT as well, and you have to pay entrance with Cheeky Monkeys. Just go in. But this one you pay the seller, so you go to the store, you have a look, decide what you want, pay the seller, go to the next one, blah blah blah. Just like an indoor boot sale. I really recommend those two to you. The third one I would say I use is apps, like selling site apps. A lot of people sell stuff on Facebook. If that works for you, that works for you. I'm not on Facebook, I use Spock. I use that one quite a lot. I sell and I buy on there. I've bought more than I've sold, I think, or maybe I've sold more than I've bought. I can't remember, one of the two. Anyway, but I do buy quite a bit on there. I bought a lot of stuff for the boys, and mainly Amara, really. Yeah, I do like that one. The only thing is with that one, you get a lot of mess abouts. I think it's a lot because you can't see the item. If you can't see the item, you're going in blind. If you want to get it posted, or if you want to pick it up, you kind of feel like you have to buy it because you've turned up. It's a little bit like that. You do get a lot of messes on there, but you know, you can find some good stuff on there. eBay, I do use eBay. What puts me off using eBay is the postage. That I think puts a lot of people off. You know, a dress would cost me 99p, but the postage can be from £1.50 to £3. It really just depends on the seller and what they're willing to, how they're willing to post that item. Yeah, so I mean, they are the places that I use, places that I recommend, and kind of little tips that I'll give you, kind of going out your borough. Yeah, going to a place where there's more charity shops than just like the one. Getting stuck in, getting your hands like in there, you know, you've really got to be prepared to have a good rummage, really, I would say. Because some charity shops take care, some don't. There is the last place I recommend. I'd probably recommend this over the selling site, actually, is boot sales. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you get really tapped down at boot sales. Yes, but again, you can find some gems if you're willing to get in there, get stuck in there. The things that I normally gravitate towards is people who's got a stall with a rail, and they've got clothing on a rail, and they've taken the time to like put stickers on them, like the price and the age of that item. It just makes it easier to go through, like 0 to 3 and then 3 to 6 and so on and so forth. And I gravitate towards those people because I think, yes, you've taken care of your clothes and you've taken the time, so you just get a feel for that person. The amount of stuff that I brought from the boot sale, like I bought tagged up items, and they've charged me things like £1 to like £2, £2.50 just for these items that would have cost me triple the price in the shop, like more than triple the price. So yeah, I really recommend going to the boot sales and just keeping your eyes peeled for the ones that have really taken care in their stalls. I think that's, for me, is the winner. So yeah, they are my tips. I hope you enjoyed them. I really do hope that you found them helpful. And yeah, I will speak to you all really soon for another video.